Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media. 5 days a week. I'm Tyler Kieft. Dayan Chaaban is not with us today. She will return very soon. You can always join us each and every day and then all across our broadcast outlets on Comcast Channel 15 and on AT&T Channel 99 on cable television. Find us also online if you're not a cable subscriber. Your local programming from your four communities here, always available live and on demand on CivicCenterTV.com. In addition, you can also find us on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15, live and on demand each and every day throughout your work week, and always on demand and live on YouTube at Civic Center TV. If you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel and you hit the bell icon directly next to it, you'll get a notification and even an email every single time that we either go live with a new video for the Splash Live or other special programming, or any time that we post a video, including our special segments from right here on The Splash each and every day. YouTube.com to search Greater West Bloomfield Civic Center TV for more information. All across our greater community this week, we've had a mix of clouds and a little bit of sunshine. That's going to continue to be the theme as we head into the latter portions of the week, with some really nice sunshine coming our way today and on Friday. Your forecast for today, a high of 44 with lows of 34 degrees later on. Partly cloudy throughout the late morning and into the early afternoon. That's when we get to see that fresh sunshine come into play. The sun will be shining all throughout the afternoon, right around the time you're leaving to go home for one more day before the work week comes to a close on Friday. 5 p.m. onward, thereabouts, it's going to be clear and sunny until the sun goes down. Then a clear night also for you on this Thursday in Greater West Bloomfield. That kind of moves on to Friday. Friday will have a sunny start to the day, and then we'll reverse back to clouds in the afternoon, which will persist all the way through the night and into the early portions of your weekend. Then Saturday, we got the first chance of the later portion of this week to see precipitation come back into play. It's going to be cloudy in the West Bloomfield area, but that's not until about the early to mid-afternoon. Around 2 p.m. is where we're seeing that 20% chance of rain come into play. So some clouds, a lot of sunshine tonight and into the early portions of your Friday, and then the weekend, those clouds, some rain come back into play as we head into this weekend with Lions football on Sunday, and no Michigan State, no college football for a couple of weeks until we get into bowl season. So you'll have an active day on Saturday, maybe a little bit earlier on. It's best to do that with the rain coming in the afternoon. Plenty making headlines all across the Greater West Bloomfield area on this Thursday. Bloomfield Hills students had a chance to take a trip to space with NASA. We'll tell you about how they got on that special trip and what they experienced earlier on this week. The West Bloomfield Police Department had a special visitor earlier on this week and received a special gift for the holidays as well. And the police department is also hiring. We'll tell you about the special gifts they received from a local family earlier on this week and the job opportunities that are currently available with the West Bloomfield Police Department. You have a chance to support a Keego Harbor charity and win some special prizes in the process over at Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant in Keego Harbor, all supporting the Jacket Club of Keego. We'll tell you about how you can get those special prizes potentially in your pocket and help the Jacket Club this season. Plus, give more details on how, if you're in need of support, the Jacket Club may be able to help you. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is preparing for an exciting holiday season, and that all kicks off with their special Not So White Elephant holiday party coming up. We'll give you details on that, how you can participate, and how that is also helping local nonprofit organizations in our area and our residents and neighbors. Later on in the program, we'll also be joined by the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's Victor Wandzel, Esquire, who is helping to support young entrepreneurs like himself in our community, build their business, build their network in the greater West Bloomfield area. Really interesting conversation, I'm sure, coming up with him in just a little bit. A special Sylvan Lake calendar may be on its way to your mailbox, to your front door this week, depending on past events you may have attended in the city. We'll give you details on that in a special video from the prettiest little city that tells you all about that in just a little bit. Plenty of holiday cheer also on its way in the prettiest little city in Michigan. Caroling across the city of Sylvan Lake is going to be coming up in just a couple of weeks. How you can participate in that and maybe even spread some holiday cheer to neighbors who need a pick-me-up this time of the year. We'll give you details on that in a little bit. The month of December is well underway, and so West Bloomfield Parks has unveiled its new conservation tip, its Green Dream for December, will be revealed to you in just a little while. Plus, how you can get crafty this holiday season using nature to create art in Greater West Bloomfield, a great event for the kids coming up. Plus, plenty more about upcoming programs and events and ways to give back this holiday season as well. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live will return after this.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media. 5 days a week, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM, your places to go for that. You can always keep up to date with us and all of our programming, plus the latest news, information, updates, and special events coming up on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15 and on YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at Civic Center TV on our Twitter and Instagram. Give us a follow, and we'll be, of course, in your feeds on those pages. And if you subscribe and hit the bell on our YouTube channel, you'll get a notification, including an email, every time that we go live or we post a new video. In addition, if you like and follow our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15, all of our videos, all of our latest updates, and more information on our special and original programming will be in your Facebook feed each and every day. CivicCenterTV.com is our website for even more information and where you can find all of your favorite local original programming and municipal meeting broadcast information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. CivicCenterTV.com. Across town in the Bloomfield Hills School District, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. Aren't we in the West Bloomfield School District? Well, no. In fact, we're in many different school districts, over a handful of those in the greater West Bloomfield area, serving our 4 communities. That includes the Bloomfield Hills School District, where transition students at Wing Lake School had a really cool experience earlier on this week, getting to take their learning into outer space with NASA and with the Bloomfield Hills School District. Transition students had a special learning experience with NASA that had them experiencing firsthand Europa, one of the moons of our neighboring planets, Jupiter. via virtual reality. They also got to send their names out in the space with NASA, also with those messages, including their names expected to arrive at Europa in about 2030. They also got a special VR experience where they got to put on their astronaut helmets and take a trip take an experience of launching in a rocket from Cape Canaveral as well. So many special experiences during this experience at Wing Lake School earlier on this week for those transition students that are moving on from, of course, their K through 12 education and transitioning out of their K-12 education into the regular world and their day-to-day life, getting special educational experiences themselves, also like our students in K through 12 do each and every week, continuing their learning, continuing to expand their horizons, even beyond the horizon and into outer space. A really cool experience. You can learn more about these ongoing experiences in the Bloomfield Hills School District, whether it's in the Transition Center at Wing Lake School or all across the school district, plus all the updates on the latest with their bond in the Bloomfield Hills School District and how that's impacting construction and continued renovation at the new North Hills and South Hills Middle Schools and Lone Pine Elementary School right here in West Bloomfield at the old West Hills Middle School location, continuing to undergo some renovations in the coming months. Follow along with all of that on the Facebook page of the Bloomfield Hills School District at BH Schools. And of course, stay with us on Civic Center TV. We'll have plenty of more updates on this as the months go on and as other cool things happen in all of our school districts, whether it's in West Bloomfield, Bloomfield Hills, Birmingham, Walled Lake, or the many others serving the greater West Bloomfield community. Just a couple days ago, the West Bloomfield Police Department had a special visit from some police family, the O'Rourke family, providing some holiday cheer and warmth to our local officers, handing them their Christmas card and a bunch of holiday treats, some tasty cookies for the entire police department, courtesy of Dan and Arlene O'Rourke. On Facebook, the police department wrote, "Our favorite time of the year when the O'Rourkes deliver their delicious Santa cookies. Thank you, Dan and Arlene." End quote. The O'Rourke family keeping the police in their family this season, as they have done each and every year, and dropping off some tasty goodies. So many smiling faces and what looks like some delicious treats as well for our local police as they continue their hard work each and every day during the holiday season. That includes on those holiday days themselves. Got to hear an interesting little anecdote on how that all works with Chief Michael Patton a couple days ago at the West Bloomfield Township Board meeting. That also available on demand on CivicCenterTV.com. If you'd like to be one of these smiling people in this picture and join the team at the West Bloomfield Police Department, you have another opportunity. Once again, the West Bloomfield Police Department is hiring for several positions. You could be the next person in that picture on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com right now by applying on wbtownship.org/jobs. You'll find a number of different openings in the West Bloomfield Police Department and other departments across the West Bloomfield Township community right now. And if you're also interested in more information on these police department open positions, the hiring process, what it's like working at the police department, or you just want to ask some questions about the application process, you can send an email to wbpd.recruiting@wbpolice.org. Thank you so much, Calvin, for zooming in on that on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com. There's also a QR code on your screen as well. If you are to scan that with your mobile phone, you'll be able to pull up a specific website with more information and application information as well for these jobs. And by all indications from their flyer, seems like a really great place to work each and every day. Special units and special training opportunities that you can join in on as a part of this department. Pay advancing up to a fantastic over $90,000 per year top level pay for officers across the community, plus a bunch of benefits to fill your stocking this holiday season, including BCBS, PPO insurance, pension, paid vacations and holidays, personal days, life insurance, and so much more. A great opportunity to work with one of our local community organizations with the police department hiring right now. Those jobs available for application on wbtownship.org, or as you see on your screen, send them an email, wbpd.recruiting at wbpolice.org for even more information. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, how you can help one of our local charities and nonprofits right here in the greater West Bloomfield community this holiday season, and hey, maybe win big with some special lottery prizes, plus other ways you can get involved if you need help from a local organization like the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor this holiday season, and how you can have some fun at a hot new local restaurant while also helping people in need of special health care coverage this holiday season with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live will be back after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media each and every day on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft. Dayan Chaaban not with us today. She will return very soon, and you can always keep up to date on our programs by visiting us on civiccentertv.com, as well as on our social media at facebook.com at civiccentertv15, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also follow along with us at Civic Center TV each and every day. In the city of Keego Harbor, a special opportunity for you to win some prizes while also supporting a hyper-local charity, the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor, in partnership with Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, currently raffling off some scratch-off lottery tickets at the bar at Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Lottery game tickets, including some scratch-offs, are available for $5 for one raffle ticket, or you can buy 5 raffle tickets, put your name in the ring a few more extra times for a discounted price of $20. Those are available while this campaign is going on at Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, located at 1999 Cass Lake Road in the heart of the lakes in Keego Harbor. That's on Cass Lake Road, just north of Roosevelt School, right before you turn down the street to head toward Beachmont, toward Keego Harbor City Hall and the Police Department and Rose Sorter Park. Go up to their bar, as you're seeing on your screen on civiccentertv.com, to purchase these raffle tickets. Again, it's $5 for one ticket, or you can get 5 tickets for $20, reduce that price per ticket just a little bit, and increase your chances of winning all of these special prizes available on your screen on civiccentertv.com as well. More information can be found in the Keego Facebook page, and of course by visiting Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant and asking about this Jacket Club raffle. If you're in need this holiday season, you can still potentially get some help from the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. We talk about that raffle ongoing and how that can help the Jacket Club. They're already scheduled to help about 70 families right here in our local area, including in the city of Keego Harbor. If you're in need of assistance, there's a couple different ways to get in contact with the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. If you have a child who's a student at Roosevelt Elementary School and you're going to pick them up or drop them off or need to drop off documents or whatever reason you have for going to their school to interact with your child during or before the day, before or after the school day, if you stop in at their main office, you can ask them about the Jacket Club if you're in need of assistance, and they can help you get in contact with them. There's other means as well, either by email, sending a message to jacketclubofkeego@gmail.com, or sending them a DM, a direct message on Facebook at Jacket Club of Keego Harbor for even more information on how you can get some help this holiday season. That includes those basic necessities, some holiday food or other household necessities. Maybe you need some warmer clothes, or your kids need some new jackets this holiday season to keep them warm during the holidays, during the winter, and beyond. The Jacket Club of Keego Harbor has been at this for over 60 years in the community, helping families every holiday season and all throughout the year. They're already scheduled to help over 70 at this time and doing great work. So different ways you can get involved, either helping them by participating in that charity raffle at Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, or if you're in need of these services, signing up through the many different means at Roosevelt Elementary School in their main office if you have a kid at Roosevelt, or online via their Facebook page or via email. But you can also stop in at Keego Harbor City Hall. This is a very close-knit community. The Jacket Club of Keego Harbor has connections to Parks and Rec and to City Hall and others, all of which know what they're doing and are supportive of this organization. So if you don't have the means to contact them over the internet, you don't have a kid at Roosevelt, the next best step would be to stop in at Keego Harbor City Hall and ask them about the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. Another way you can get involved in our local community and have some fun and support another local organization is with our friends at the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Their annual Not So White Elephant holiday party is coming up just next week, December 13th. The Not So White Elephant holiday party will be happening at one of the hottest new restaurants in West Bloomfield Township. Aurora Italiana will be hosting this event next week on Orchard Lake Road, 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. on December 13th, with appetizers, a cash bar, tasty food, and more. So here's how you participate. You can register by visiting westbloomfieldchamber.com or sending an email to wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. It is $10 to attend, and that gets you one raffle ticket. You can also buy additional raffle tickets for $10 a pop as well. Members are encouraged to bring a new or re-gifted gift that's worth at least $20, and non-members are encouraged to bring $50 in cash, all of which will be pulled together, and these different prizes, gifts, the cash, and more will be raffled off at this event. That's why you're buying those raffle tickets. Now, in the process of doing so, as these are being raffled off and all these different winnings are being collected by the chamber, it's not going to be collected and kept by the chamber. It's going to a local community organization. The Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic will be the charity of benefit from this event. They do great work in our community and beyond, providing health care coverage to those that are either underinsured or don't have insurance at all, and otherwise wouldn't be able to go to different various doctor's appointments that maybe we go to often and take for granted, like visiting our primary care provider. Maybe they need some of those yearly health screenings, or they need some of those regular health screenings like a colonoscopy or a pap smear or something along those lines, and they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford, let alone get to these appointments. The Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic provides those services, including dental and vision as well, and they're going to be the charity of benefit from this event. So again, this is happening at Aurora Italiana next week, December 13th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That is Wednesday next week, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Aurora Italiana, which is on Orchard Lake Road, 6199 Orchard Lake, just over by the Orchard Mall. You can get more information on this event and other events coming up from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce on westbloomfieldchamber.com, or by following them on their Facebook page as well at West Bloomfield CC. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, we'll stick with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce as they're helping young entrepreneurs in our community with advice, with networking, and with partnership. We'll talk with Victor Wandzel, a local attorney who is helping to spearhead the revival of their Young Entrepreneurs Network, coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue after this.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media, 5 days a week on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban, and thank you for also joining us on our website on civiccentertv.com and also on our YouTube page at Civic Center TV. You can always join us on our YouTube page by clicking the subscribe button, hitting the bell icon also on our YouTube page on the home screen of that, and you'll find all of our information and get notifications every time that we go live or we post a video at Civic Center TV. In our local community, the business community, very tight-knit group that features mom and pop shops and even some small regional stores as well, but also a number of opportunities through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce for young business owners and entrepreneurs to expand their knowledge of business and grow their business right here in their hometown. Joining us to talk about one of the many opportunities through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is Victor Wandzel from Wandzel Law on the Splash Live. Victor, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Tyler, for hosting me here.
Yeah, glad to have you on. As Suzanne Levine from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce has told us, you are working with the Chamber right now to revive their young professional entrepreneur network and help young business owners in our community build their business, grow as business owners, and hopefully provide another great addition to our business community. First off, as you're reviving this, tell us about the program and what you hope to bring as you renew what's also known as YPEN in the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber.
Yeah, so this was part of the reason why I joined the Chamber of Commerce to begin with. After law school, I started my own law firm called Wandzel Law, and I primarily focus on contract drafting and review. And I found that when it came to networking with younger professionals, it was very difficult. I could do it through the bar associations throughout Oakland County, but there wasn't many other than real estate groups that I could really network with. And so I wanted to kind of find different groups of young professionals and kind of unify them. What I found is there's other groups out there, but they're not really unified and they're kind of operating in silos. And there's been a lack of face-to-face interactions, I think. And so starting the Young Professional Entrepreneurship Network has been a step towards that.
And as you mentioned, as you began your law practice and you began your journey as a young business owner also, having that opportunity to connect with other business owners, whether they're veteran business owners or other fellow young business owners, can be extremely beneficial. And so for young entrepreneurs that are just starting their journey, as someone that's been there and done that already, Victor, what are some of those key steps that you believe they should be taking early on to put their best foot forward for their business and for their future as a business owner?
Well, it depends on the age bracket you're in, but through the college, if you're in college, through those years, you should be connecting with groups within the college that are doing something similar to what you want to do. And then if you're outside of college, you need to look into, you have to Google search and find these different groups. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them through Instagram, you can find them off Google. But the problem is you have to search online to find things to go in person. And so it's almost a barrier in itself to just in-person interactions. But I've found that it was working through the bar associations to be very helpful. But those are already established groups of networking for lawyers. And the key is to find within your own profession or what you want to do, the groups that are doing what you want to do. And also think about the business that you have and who you need to grow your business, and look into those groups as well. For example, if you need software developers for making a website or for coding a specific payment model for your website, look into software development, networking events, and then attend those.
Victor Wandzel joins us on Splash Live and Wandzel Law, also associated with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, as he spearheads the revival of their Young Professional Entrepreneur Network. You can learn more information about the Entrepreneur Network by visiting westbloomfieldchamber.com, westbloomfieldchamber.com for even more information and info on joining the chamber as well. And Victor, you mentioned finding those different connections in your network that are either within your profession, which may be a little bit easier, or those that are connected to the business that you're running, especially in those early days. How much of a factor can those new connections that you build through a chamber or through doing that simple research like you talked about and making those connections, how big of a factor can that play in the longevity of your business, especially in those opening days, weeks, and months?
It's crucial. I think that as a young professional, you need to look at mentors as your source of wisdom and experience. Because when you start off your own business, you're on your own. You're not working for someone and have access to their resources or their guidance. So you need to find mentors. And mentors, you can almost imagine, are crowned with silver hair, so to speak. They tend to be older people who have time to devote and basically give to you. And they can be of all sorts of ages too. You can have mentors who are just 5 years ahead of you, or 10 years, or 15, or 25 years. But you want to fill those gaps with mentors because they're going to ultimately provide you experience. And you can ask them questions such as, I have this client and he has this business contract issue. What clauses should I be looking into to help him? And they will answer the question and provide very valuable insight into how to handle a case or whether to pursue a business deal or not. And so I think when it comes to networking, your focus should be set on finding mentors.
And a great way to do that, Victor, is through your local chamber, whether it's in Greater West Bloomfield or other nearby chambers, or better yet, a combination of both. How much of an impact can joining your local chamber have in finding those mentors and establishing those relationships now and over time?
Well, I think it's going to have a greater impact than if you don't do it, because this allows face-to-face interactions, and it puts you in groups of people who are outside the generation of just relying on social media to do all your networking. And the chamber has, West Bloomfield has some events that are called the Senior Resource Group. And I've found that there you have seniors you're working with and they have their own businesses, and you just find one to ask a business question to, or ask for motivation, or even just simply ask them, hey, I need help with my business. I'm looking for a mentor. And make it very simple and see who comes along your way, and be open-minded, shake their hand, take their contact and reach out to them, set up some time to go to coffee or lunch or even dinner, and then just see where it goes. And with mentors, you'll find that they are friends at the end of the day. They're friends who are willing to help you with your business interests. They're friends in that they're able to share, they will share their life experiences.
Pierce, we're having there we go.
Without them, you wouldn't
back
be
with
where you
us.
normally be.
Brief cutout there, Victor, but all good points and all good reasons to get involved with your local chamber, which you can do in West Bloomfield by visiting their website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, or give Suzanne Levine and their team a call at 248-626-3636. Again, the phone number is 248-626-3636. With us on the program today is Victor Wandzel, Esquire of Wandzel Law, and also a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, who is spearheading the revival of the Young Professional Entrepreneur Network, or YPEN, through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. And you mentioned having those mentors, having those people that can help you through the various steps of growing your business, whether it's in those first few days and weeks, or it's months or years down the line. That guidance can really be important as you go through a varying set of hurdles along the journey of growing your business, especially in those first few months as you're finding out the best ways to operate your business. How can that guidance from multiple levels, from multiple years or wealth of experience really play a role in helping your business survive what's always a tough first few months of the journey?
Well, it's like being placed on top of a mountain when your goal is to climb the mountain. You gain the insight of what it's like to be there. And when it comes to starting your business, I wouldn't recommend taking any task that involves climbing a mountain where you don't know the pathway to get up to the top. It's a slow, gradual process of exploring your own needs and interests, and then you can use established guides for it. But the mentors are ultimately going to give you the big picture and really set the standard of what you're trying to achieve with your own business.
And it's also an opportunity, the Young Professional Entrepreneurs Network, to connect with other young business owners too, who are maybe going through some of those similar hurdles that you're going through, or may experience something before you experience it, and being able to help them through that can help you as well. So connecting those local businesses, really critical, and arguably the biggest role that our local chambers play. And in your experience, Victor, as a business owner, how has being a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and these other professional networks that you're a part of, how has that been beneficial to the longevity of your business?
Well, it's helped me realize that there's a need for contract review and drafting, and that there's a need for my advice, and there's a need for my energy. And all that plus community makes me more engaged in my own business, and makes me more engaged with my community, and makes me want to help people more. So I guess without people, I wouldn't know to help people. But with people, I'm very happy to help people and be part of it.
And Victor, we appreciate your time and for joining us on the program today to talk about the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's Young Professional Entrepreneurs Network. You can learn more information by visiting their website, westbloomfieldchamber.com. If you scroll over to their West Bloomfield Chamber tab and click on Join the Chamber, it talks about all their different professional networks, including, of course, YPEN, but also the Women's Inspiration Network, the Senior Resource Group, Business Innovation Generator, and so much more. All of those resources available to you on westbloomfieldchamber.com. Victor, before we let you go, I want to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit more about Wandzel Law and the services that you provide as you join us today.
Yeah, I'm a small business myself, growing, successful, and I help other small business owners draft their contracts, whether it's your first terms and conditions for your website, privacy policy, or service agreements. It's to help give you more control in the deals that you're doing, and also help you give the next step. It's like having your own in-house legal counsel, but I'm independent legal counsel, and I keep my rates very affordable because I want to help as many people as I can in this community.
Well, Victor, we appreciate you joining us and telling us some of the different ways that our local chamber can be helpful. We know certainly you'll be a great resource, too, for those as business owners in our community at a variety of different levels of experience as they're growing their businesses right here in Greater West Bloomfield. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much, Tyler.
Appreciate it. You can learn more information about the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce by visiting their website at westbloomfieldchamber.com. You can also follow along with them on Facebook as well, facebook.com/westbloomfieldcc. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up next.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. You can always keep up to date with us on our website on civiccentertv.com, as well as on social media at Civic Center TV on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube, and at Facebook, on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15. All of those links can also be found on our website on civiccentertv.com. A special Sylvan Lake holiday gift is on its way that will make your entire 2024 calendar year. You may have attended some special events earlier on this year in the city of Sylvan Lake, and perhaps you even met Jan Hayes at certain events like her famous year in and year out pumpkin patch event in the fall each and every year. The woman behind the beloved event in Sylvan Lake, Jan Hayes, making a special announcement recently. For those that may have attended those events, met with her at those events, and talked about how special the city of Sylvan Lake is. So we have a video of that special announcement for those of you that may not have already seen on social media in the prettiest little city in Michigan, of what may be coming to your doorstep very soon in Sylvan Lake.
Hi Sylvan Lake neighbors, it's Jan Hayes, and I'm here to tell you that the 2024 Familiar Faces of Sylvan Lake calendar has arrived. Over the next couple days, you will see the J.H. Holmes elves delivering to your door this package. Please make sure to bring it inside. From everybody at Jan Hayes Homes, we're wishing you a very happy and healthy new year.
Pretty cool thing that Jan Hayes and her team are doing, putting together that Familiar Faces of Sylvan Lake calendar. For those of you that may have talked with Jan and her team about that calendar previously, now you can expect that coming to your doorstep. And so it's not necessarily everybody in the city that's going to be getting one of these calendars, but I thought it was interesting just to talk about it because it is something special to the city of Sylvan Lake. It is all about the city of Sylvan Lake, and that's another Sylvan Lake resident taking matters into their own hands to help get involved in the city and keep it that close-knit community that the prettiest little city in Michigan has always been. And you have a chance to do the same yourself while also spreading some holiday cheer. In just a few weeks, a group of carolers will get together at the Sylvan Lake Community Center and go door to door throughout the city of Sylvan Lake, bringing holiday cheer to each and every one of their neighbors. You can join along in that holiday cheer on Thursday, December 21st at the Sylvan Lake Community Center beginning at 5:30. They will meet at the community center at 5:30 to organize and put together a map of where they're going to be going on their caroling journey. And you're encouraged to dress warm for the colder weather. And also dress with a Santa hat if you have one as you go door to door from the Sylvan Lake Community Center and all throughout the community. Music sheets will be provided for those that read music or may not be familiar with the songs but would recognize the music and be able to sing along. And it's free for anybody in the city that would like to join along in some caroling this holiday season. And Afterglow will be hosted by Midge Davidson with cookies from Jennifer Morrill. And you can get more information either in the Sylvan Lake What's Going On Facebook page or send a message to Kathy Fallon if there's a person that you think could use an extra uplifting of their spirits this holiday season who otherwise may not necessarily be on the path that these carolers will be going throughout the city. And she and the team behind this event will be working to bring them an extra effort to get carolers out to their home, to bring them some extra holiday cheer and comfort this season. A great idea, and hopefully a lot of people will turn out for this at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Again, they will meet at the community center at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, December 21st, and then from there move out into the community to sing door to door throughout the prettiest little city in Michigan. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, how you can help preserve our environment this December with a special tip from West Bloomfield Parks, plus turning nature into art with West Bloomfield Parks as well. Plenty more of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up. Stay with us, the Splash Live. We'll be back after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on CivicCenterTV.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at CivicCenterTV.com and click Schedule at the top of the screen.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy, and if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at CivicCenterTV.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. I'm Tyler Kieft. Dayan Chaaban will rejoin us later on in the week. You can always find more information and keep up to date on our show on CivicCenterTV.com, including our full program on demand, each individual segment, and always find other special programming from across the greater West Bloomfield area, whether it's specific to your hometown in West Bloomfield Township, the city of Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake, or even Sylvan Lake. You can always find original programming and your local municipal meetings on demand on CivicCenterTV.com. Sticking with us each and every day and each and every month, you'll find even more conservation advice for those trying to live a more green lifestyle in our community, including conservation advice through West Bloomfield Parks and their monthly Green Dream. They just released their new Green Dream conservation advice for the month of December. This December, they're providing green holiday practices for you inside of your home. Of course, there's a lot of families getting together over the holidays, which means a lot of bigger meals are being cooked, and you're cooking for a lot of people, so you're taking those typical family recipes and expanding them for more people to be able to eat. But that often means you're going to have a lot of leftovers, and when those leftovers don't leave with your family or with your friends, or you run out of time to consume them before it's time to throw them away, that creates an additional amount of food waste that's unnecessary and can impact our local environment. So part of the Green Dream is to calculate how much do I actually need to cook for my friends and my family at this particular dinner. The West Bloomfield Parks suggests using food calculators online to help estimate how much you need to expand your recipes. One of those that they have included in one of their posts on Facebook about this is SaveTheFood.com, which helps you calculate how much food you need to make and estimate the amount of leftovers you may have from that food. Also, they suggest if you're having holiday parties, inviting friends or family over, maybe you're having a holiday party for your office, that you suggest that everybody brings their own containers also, so that as the party wraps up and you have all that extra food maybe because you haven't used those calculators, or even if you have, that they can take that food home with them. More people take home the leftovers, more people eat the leftovers. That helps to also reduce food waste. Plus, it prevents the amount of food that you're packing away to give to these people in aluminum foil or in plastic wrap or other potential containers that will eventually also end up in the trash and increase waste even more. Plenty more of conservation advice from all throughout the 2023 calendar year from West Bloomfield Parks can be found on their Facebook page at WB Parks, and you can always follow along for more information and conservation tips on WBParks.org. In the coming weeks, West Bloomfield Parks will take Thursday nights to do some crafting at the Recreation Activity Center and turn local nature into local art. Beginning on Thursdays in December, next week, Thursday, December 14th and onward, quote, "We will use items found in nature and upcycled items as our artistic medium. A small nature walk is also included in these events, weather permitting." The program is intended for all crafters of varying skill levels. Adults and families are also welcome. And this all begins on December 14th. They'll be making some pine cone mobile crafts on December 21st, getting ready for the Christmas holiday or other holidays you're celebrating, and putting those ornaments up on the tree. One more final ornament you can make with them using wild natural ornaments on December 21st, plus even more fun throughout the month of December and onward. These are happening Thursdays beginning next week, Thursday at 5 o'clock at the Recreation Activity Center, 5 o'clock until 6:30 in the Nature Room, and you may even get outside for a walk around the natural trails just behind Town Hall, West Bloomfield Parks, the library, and the police department. More information on this event can be found on WBParks.org. And while you're there, why not scroll over to the registration link and click on their winter guide? All of their winter programs and even some select spring programs currently have their registration open. That all opened up earlier on this week. Some of the favorite events of the colder months of the year are open to register for right now, including the Daddy-Daughter Dinner Dance, the Easter Egg Scramble, Snowshoe with Your Sweetie, the 2024 Black Expo, and so many more. And these are often events that in some cases have a limited capacity and fill up quickly, or you need to register to participate in early in order to get your foot in the door. So this is the best time of all, early in the season, shortly after this registration has opened, to join in on these programs. You can also view their winter guide for more upcoming programs and recurring events all throughout the winter season and the early parts of spring right now on wbparks.org. Follow them on their Facebook page at wbparks. And, of course, stay with us on Civic Center TV and on our social media as well for more information on West Bloomfield Parks events coming up and other fun activities as well. We'll take a short break on the Splash Live. On the other side, ways you can give back and other of your stories from your hometown on your community media. Stay with us. The Splash Live returns after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiver.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your local community media, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft. A very fun event, one of the highlights of the holiday season, all supporting a good cause, is less than a day away. Friday this week, beginning at 4 o'clock at the Lodge Grill and Bar in Keego Harbor. It's the annual Killer Cares Christmas event, the 13th annual of this event happening at the Lodge, supporting the Tom Kowalski Foundation. So much fun to be had at that event. Of course, celebrity bartenders, 50-50 drawings, silent and standard live auctions will also be in play, plus other great and cool prizes too. And so many different celebrity bartenders will be attending this year's event from all across the Greater West Bloomfield community, our local media personalities in the city of Detroit, some from 97.1 The Ticket, from our local publications like the Detroit Free Press or the Detroit News, many of the team over at Fox 2 News Detroit, and other media personalities, new and past, in the local area. All supporting 4 great community organizations in Metro Detroit. Our Children's Fund, which supplies school necessities and supplies to students in need in the West Bloomfield School District. Team Joseph, which battles a special kind of muscular dystrophy as well. Defeat the Label, a bullying awareness and anti-bullying advocacy organization based and originating out of West Bloomfield. And then Downtown Boxing Gym, which provides educational enrichment opportunities and supports for kids in the city of Detroit. You can find more information on Killer Cares and learn more about all the special celebrity bartenders attending tomorrow night's event beginning at 4 o'clock at the Lodge Grill and Bar in Keego Harbor by visiting killercares.org or visiting them also on social media at Killer Cares. And again, that begins at 4 o'clock. Celebrity bartenders arriving shortly after that, with bar about 6 o'clock at the Lodge Grill and Bar in Keego Harbor. You also have an opportunity to support a local family with our student leaders at West Bloomfield High School. The members of the Student Leadership Committee that you're seeing on your screen, including Alina Pata, Marina Krico, Ayla Sisic, Sonia Polkel, and Winifred Washington, are leading the charge to support a family of 6 this holiday season, but you can also help as they adopt a family this season, either by providing monetary donations to support this family or donating items from their gift registry also online. The West Bloomfield School District posted about this earlier on in the weekend. Links to both the financial donation and the gift donation registries can be found on facebook.com/WBParks, a fantastic way to help out a local family in need this holiday season and support our student leaders who are taking the charge, leading our community and helping others this holiday season at West Bloomfield High School. Finally, you have a chance to help some other kids in our local community of ages up to 16 years old with the West Bloomfield Fire Department as they participate for the 10th consecutive year in the Marine Corps Toys for Tots donation drive. There are 3 drop-off locations in our local community. Fire Station number 1 on Orchard Lake Road, just north of West Bloomfield High School. Fire Station number 5 on Maple Road near the Maple and Middle Belt intersection. And West Bloomfield Town Hall are all 3 of your drop-off locations. New or very gently used toys, unwrapped, can be dropped off at these locations. They'll be sent to Toys for Tots, processed, and then will be wrapped and delivered, but you are encouraged to not wrap your gifts before you donate them. Just bring them to one of these 3 locations: Town Hall, Fire Station 5, or Fire Station number 1. You can learn more information on this donation drive on WBParks.org. Plenty more of your stories from your hometown on your community media all throughout the week. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue very soon.
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day